The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim all mods for 2023. What we're gonna cover in this video are combat mods, UI mods, immersion mods, and graphic mods. Let's not waste time, let's go straight to it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Let's start with combat mods. The first combat mod would be Wildcat Combat of Skyrim. Wildcat adds a lot of different things into combat, including injuries. You need to pay more attention to stamina, attacks of opportunity, one of the better combat mods, and it's very easy to install and it works with all other mods as well. You can say that it turns the game into a light version of Souls-like. The next combat mod would be Pretty Combat Animations. This mod, it adds a flavor to combat, it's smoother, okay, different movesets, different executions, that's about it. It makes the game more pleasant for the eye during combat, let's say. The next mod would be TK Dodge. It is what it says it is, it gives you dodge. It's very important for the game, especially in 2023, you have a freaking dodge button, okay, and this mod allows you to dodge both melee and spell attacks, range attacks. The next mod would be archery gameplay overhaul for those that enjoy playing with bows, okay, to shoot from afar as rangers, stealthy gameplay, alright, this is the best mod to grab. If you enjoy that kind of gameplay, it will improve every single mechanic that exists for range combat. The next one would be Blade and Blunt, a combat overhaul. This one makes the game a Souls-like. Okay, every point of stamina matters, every block matters, every swing matters. Enemies will also play by the same rules. If you core enemies, like for example if they do a power attack and you hit them, they gonna feel it. Same applies to you. One of the most popular combat mods would be this one. The next combat mod, Akaviri Martial Arts, Oriental Swordsmanship Redux. This one would be for those that want to turn Skyrim into an action game, into a hack and slash. Flashy animations, okay, with your sword, that's what it is. Alright, it turns Skyrim from RPG into a full third-person, first-person, depends how you like to play, action RPG, hack and slash. The next one would be Ultimate Combat mod. It's gonna change how enemies act in the game. They're gonna get new movesets, new abilities. Basically, it changes the AI and it's gonna slightly reduce the difficulty of the game, but it's gonna make it more fun. The next one would be Animated Armory. It adds hundreds of different weapons in a game with hundreds of different executions. Okay, if you are into that type of game, if you wanna see new stuff, and if you're bored of Skyrim, then I would recommend installing this one. The next one would be Magic Duel Reborn. Like I gave a mod for archery, for range combat, then I gave a mod to play as a mini Souls-like, then I gave a mod to play as a Souls-like, then I gave a mod to play as a hack and slash. Now this one, Magic Reborn, it focuses on magic, okay? It focuses on magic spells, it has tons of new spells, there are even spell executions on this mod. The game changes drastically of how you use spells. This is for those that enjoy to play Skyrim as a mage. Okay, it's gonna drastically change the game and how it plays. The next mod would be Attack Behavior Revamped. What it is basically, if you play Devil May Cry and then you enjoy those combos, okay, clicking the specific set of buttons to do some combat animation, light attack, heavy attack, parry, blah blah blah, you know how it goes. Different type of movesets will evolve into one smooth combo. This is how it changes combat, this mod. It makes a combo combat in Skyrim. One of the most popular mods, combat mods in Skyrim, would be Combat Gameplay Overhaul. It offers everything that I listed from the previous mods in slighter version, but it's a perfect mix out of all of those mods. Okay, something in between. You can also merge this mod with some of the previous mod, but it's always gonna kinda less mod edit and use that script from the mod that you edit the last as a combat mod when you wanna mix combat mods. This one has got everything, okay, but in a lighter tone. And the last combat mod, for those that seek challenge, is More Dangerous Enemies 3.2. The mod is what it says it is. It's gonna offer challenge. Perfect mod to test more dangerous enemies, to actually have a challenge in Skyrim since vanilla offers zero challenge basically. It's gonna also merge well with other mods that I'm gonna give in my next videos. But for now, this would be combat mods that I can recommend and that I know that are good. It's your choice what you wanna do. You don't need all of these combat mods. If you like playing as an archer, you got a perfect mod. If you want challenge, you got dangerous enemies. Okay. If you like smooth, fluid combat, you got that thing that turns it into a hack and slash. If you want to play it as a Souls-like, you can do it. Basically, I gave the best combat mods for Skyrim that exist for 2023. Let's go with Immersion Mods. The first one in line would be Alternate Start. You wanna skip the freaking tutorial that lasts for 2 hours. This is the way to do it. Do yourself a favor, if it's not your first run, just freaking skip it. The next one in line would be Relationship Dialogue Overhaul. It adds thousands and thousands of text, lines, all fully voice acted for all NPCs in the game. It drastically changes immersion basically. This mod is a must. The next mod would be Immersive Citizens. AI or NPCs is better. They act more like humans and less like idiots in vanilla version. Also a must if you wanna bring immersion up. The next mod would be Immersive Patrols. What I said for NPCs, now we have patrols where you explore the map. You're gonna encounter different things on a map. This one adds immersion. The world of Skyrim basically won't feel as empty as in vanilla. It will feel more populated. The next mod would be Realistic Ragdoll Enforce. You know when you whack an enemy in Skyrim and he flies to the moon and back? Or when you get whacked by some higher level creature and you fly to the moon and back, that won't happen anymore. Realistic physics, ragdoll physics. It's gonna add to the immersion. The game won't be as stupid as in vanilla. The next mod would be Immersive Wenches. Everyone likes to see a good pair of tits when they go to the inn. Okay, and this mod will provide a lot of boobs for you while you rest in the inn. Cosmetic mod, but still it brings immersion. It breaks the boredom of inns. The next mod would be Rich Skyrim Merchants. You don't wanna go from one merchant to the next one, to the third, to the fifth, to the 10th merchant to sell all of your gear. Okay, you wanna sell all of your gear to one merchant and don't waste time, okay, on roaming around and selling your stuff. This mod will save you a lot of time. This mod, Lucian, the follower, you got plenty of mods like this with different followers. If you hate playing alone, you can get a female NPC companion to follow you and fight with you, or this one, or I don't know how many there are, goddammit, there are like 50 of them already. Pick the one you like the most if you hate roaming alone. Now, speaking about hate going alone, this one interesting NPCs for the Skyrim. It offers, instead of downloading one by one follower, you can download this mod, okay, and then you're gonna receive like, I don't know, 25 of them to pick from who you wanna go with. This mod will also add new NPCs to the game. All of them will be fully voice acted, and it's gonna add around 50 plus quests. Okay, so more time to spend in Skyrim equals more immersion. Immersive Creatures for Special Edition. This mod, how do I put this? In vanilla version of Skyrim, enemy variety was poor, very low enemy variety, and it can get boring when you spend hundreds of hours in a game with same enemies non-stop. This mod will add a lot of new enemy types in the game. Yeah, it can break the game balance, but also it can break boredom. Okay, so consider installing this one too. The next mod, Legacy of Dragonborn, overhauls the entire Skyrim. It basically turns Skyrim into another game. Okay, with new quests, with new NPCs, with new weapons, with new things to do. It drastically changes the game. Very good if it's not your first run in Skyrim. The next mod, Diverse Dragons Collection. All dragons in vanilla Skyrim were extremely stupid with the same movesets. They just changed color, but they were underwhelming. Okay, with this mod, dragons will change their behavior, their skills, their spells, their vitality. It's gonna make dragons more dangerous and more unique. And after all, this is the game about slaying dragons. Immersive sounds is the next mod. If you hate vanilla sound of Skyrim, this one will add more depth. Hence, it's gonna add more immersion. The next mod, Beyond Skyrim Bruma, is basically a fan-made DLC. Okay, it adds extra content, a lot of hours to visit a new place on the map and do new specific quests with new stuff. Okay, the last mod would be Cutting Room Floor. What it adds, all of the deleted content from the original game is now back for the special edition. Okay, so if you wanna see what's deleted, install this one. Let's go with UI mods, HUD interface, leveling and itemization mods. The first mod to install would be Unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch. Bug fixes for the entire game. You need them. You don't want bugs. So this is the first mod. The next mod would be the most important mod in Skyrim, Sky UI. It changes the user interface. It's gonna look 10 times better, easier to handle. It's just a must. The best thing that exists out of all mods would be this mod. The next mod would be More HUD. More HUD will give you more information for all items in the game that you can hover on. It's simple as that. The next mod would be Unread Books Glow. You know that you get a lot of different useful things from reading books, and when you read the same book non-stop, you don't gain a thing. So this time the books will actually be visible, those that you haven't read. It's a useful mod, it saves time. The next mod would be Sky HUD. What the mod does, you make the HUD, main HUD, how you want it to look like. Bigger, smaller, more numbers, less numbers, it's your choice. You can customize fully to your desires. This mod, SSA engine fixes. If you have problems installing Skyrim or Skyrim to work properly, this might fix your problems. Okay, so consider installing this one only if you encounter problems when adding mods. The next mod would be Leveling mod. Ordinator, perks of Skyrim. Drastically changes the skill tree, how you level up, all the perks that you can get. It makes the game more fun, it makes it more immersive. You won't break the balance if you install good combat mods, okay, and good immersive mods I already gave in my videos. So this one is extremely important too. The next mod would be Summer Mist, Enchantments of Skyrim. I'm not into enchanting, I don't like crafting in games basically, but for those that enjoy crafting, this is essential mod, okay, because you can craft and enchant a lot of different things in a lot of different ways with this mod. The next mod will also change how the game looks drastically, because you're gonna spend a lot of time looking on a world map, and a quality world map mod changes how the world map looks like. It's gonna look more realistic, hence more immersive. The next mod would be Apocalypse, Magic of Skyrim. It adds 150 or so spells in a game, new spells for those that like to play as mages. This is an essential mod. It's gonna add a lot of different fun spells to play with. Next mod would be Cloaks of Skyrim. This mod adds around 100 unique and different cloaks in the game, and for some reason people love cloaks in all RPGs, so here you go, you got plenty to pick from. The next mod would be Immersive Armors, a bit of itemization mods. It is what it says it is. It adds tons of different armor sets in the game. It's gonna drastically change how you play the game. The last in line would be Loot, Load Order Optimization Tool. If you have problems organizing mods and resolving conflicts between all the mods, and I gave them around 50 I think in all of my videos so far. This one will help you out to merge the mods. Okay, so if you have problems, you can install this one and the problems are solved. Let's go with graphic mods, make the game more beautiful. The first mod would be Skyrim 22X by Fusher. What it does, it raises the textures and enhances the graphics in the entire game. Okay, sharper textures. This high resolution goes for everywhere, for dungeon crawling, for the cities, for mountains, basically everything that you can see. A lot of detail in this one, so make sure that it's gonna work for you. It does require a solid config. The next mod would be Static Mesh Improvement mod. What it does basically, all 3D models in the game are improved. They look better, more realistic, hence more immersive. The next mod would be Ruins Clutter Improved. What it does, it brings immersion when you dungeon crawl. All dungeons will look way much darker, better shadows, more detail, improved textures. It makes dungeon crawling scarier, more immersive. Now what I said for dungeon crawling, this one is when you go outside. Skyrim 3D trees and plants. Nature will look better. Okay, it looks a bit like in Witcher 3, not as good, but it's there. Again, make sure that your system can handle all of these graphic mods, because literally once you install them all that I gave in this video, your PC can also explode. The next graphic mod would be realistic lighting. It is what it says it is. It's gonna make the lighting better. From fireplaces, candles, every simple thing that casts light will look better. The next mod would be race menu. For those that enjoy to create their character, this one adds 1 million details. If you are into it. I'm not, I'll never use it, okay, but it does add thousands and thousands of combinations to create your character. That's what a mod is. The next mod is probably one of my favorites, Obsidian Weathers and Seasons. The game looks beautiful, man. When you look at the sky, it straight raises the immersion. This looks straight like it came out from Witcher 3. It's gonna make the game gorgeous. The next mod would be realistic water. What I said for weather, now it goes to water. So basically water looks amazing, but it's also quite system demanding. The next mod is a huge one. It completely changes how the game looks. JK's Skyrim. What this mod does, it changes all towns and cities with a lot of details. Okay, it changes how buildings look, how everything looks like. Okay, so yes, it's gonna bring immersion, but this one is gonna take its toll on your system. The game will look drastically better. The next one would be Skyrim Flora Overhaul. What can I say about it? Trees, grass, all of that will look amazing, and be prepared for your PC to suffer. Next mod would be Noble Skyrim mod. It changes architecture in the game, especially inside the buildings or inside the dungeons. Everything is gonna look a lot better, a lot more immersive, with specific lighting, shadows and everything. This mod is absolutely essential for those that like to enjoy good graphics. Next mod for graphics would be Majestic Mountains. High resolution mountains. They're gonna cast shadows, they're gonna look better. All of mountains in the game are basically reworked, and they look 10 times better than in vanilla. The next mod would be Enhanced Light and FX. It enhances lights in Skyrim. It's an essential graphic mod. It's going to make this game look absolutely amazing with new light system, and it's slightly less system demanding than the previous mods I gave for the light system. And the final graphic mod, and probably the best one, would be Vivid Weather's Definitive Edition. It combines a lot of graphic mods together and puts them into one. Okay, so the game will look drastically better with only one single mod instead of installing all the other mods I gave. Of course, you can install all of them and merge them with a script so the game looks even more amazing, but that also depends on your system. I hope that you find this compilation of mods useful and that you're gonna enjoy your run. As always, I'll thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.